Hi everyone, today is Wednesday, April 22nd. It's Earth Day, which means it's a good day to take care of our Earth, but every day is a good day to take care of our Earth. So, Wednesday, April 22nd, around and back on a railroad track, around and back on a railroad track, 22. And we know that 22 is, we have 10 plus 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we know that 22 is two groups of 10 plus two ones. See that? 10 and 10 and 2, 22. Okay, 22. So yesterday, we didn't go through our card deck or anything, so I would like to do that before our story today so that you guys remember things. It's always good to remember things and spell things out, and if you need some work to do, maybe mom or dad could write the words down for you and you can practice writing the words underneath where mom and dad wrote them. That's a good way to practice your words. I find that when I write things down, I remember better, especially if I talk out loud to myself while I'm writing it down, because I'm using my eyes, I'm using my mouth, I'm using my ears, and I'm using my fingers. That's four senses. Four senses, which are, that's a good thing we can do today. Our senses song. We use five senses every day to help us learn and play. See, hear, smell, touch, taste. See, hear, smell, touch, taste. See, hear, smell, touch, taste. We use them every day. We use five senses every day to help us learn and play. See, hear, smell, touch, taste. See, hear, smell, touch, taste. See, hear, smell, touch, taste. We use them every day. So I'm using four senses when I write things down and I talk out loud to help me learn. And that's a great thing to do for any of you. And you know, if you've had me in class, that I always say that. The more senses we can use, the better we learn something, and the more we practice, the better we learn things. You know, when you guys were little babies, you didn't know how to walk. Guess what? You had to practice. You didn't know how to talk. Guess what? You had to practice. Everything takes practice. Some of us are better at some things and worse at some things. For instance, my thing that I'm really bad at is reading directions, telling me how to do something. I'm terrific at looking at the pictures. I just don't get much from reading the directions. And some of you might have trouble writing, and some of you might have trouble reading, and some of you might have trouble doing math. Some of you might have trouble with running or sports. I have trouble with sports. I'm just not very sports-like. But anyway, and that's what our story is going to be about today. But before we get there, let's go ahead and do our deck. By the way, yesterday when we went on our walk, the girls and I, we found 12 things that began with the letter Y. Yarn, ya, Y. We found things like yellow and yank. The girls were yanking on their leash, tugging on it. We found a yard. Actually, we found a lot of yards. So there's things out there. So if we do the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. What's my letter for today? Let me know if you know what my letter is for today. All right, here we go. Queen, qua, Q, queen, qua, Q. Apple, A, apple, A. Igloo, igloo, I. Oh, wait a minute. Let Miss Patty go back. You know me, I goof. All the time I goof. Did you notice that I goofed in the sensory song? In the five senses song? Okay, we'll try that again. Apple, A, apple, A, or A. Igloo, igloo, I, or I. Ed, E, or E. Now I got it. Box, X, bat, B, dog, D, dog, D. Octopus, O, or, oops, octopus, O, or O. Goofy, goofy, goofy. House, H, and dropping things. Sorry about that. Leaf, L, cuck, C, mice, C, cuck, mice, C. Yarn, Y. 12 things I found yesterday. Yarn, Y. Yarn, Y. Jam, J, J. Pig, P, P. Nest, nest, Kite, K. Zipper, Z. That should make your lips tickle a little bit. Zipper, Z. Fish, F. Mother, TH. Remember, stick out your tongue. And thimble, TH. Mother, thimble, TH. Chair, CH. Chef, CH. Chair, chef, CH. Charlotte also starts with CH. Phone, PH. Phone, PH. Naomi, this is your sound. Goat, G. Giraffe, G. I don't have a giraffe card. Goat, giraffe, G. Mitten, M. Mitten, M. Valentine, V. Tickles your lips. Valentine, V. Socks, S. Nose, S. Socks, nose, S. Table, T. Table, T. Rabbit, R. Rabbit, R. Umbrella, U. Umbrella, U. Wagon, W. Wagon, W. Friday. Thursday. It's got that TH sound. Thursday, the thimble one. Wednesday. Tuesday. Monday. Is. Is. Today. 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 You. 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 We're going to talk about you today. Saturday. Notice all those day words have day at the end. Yellow. Gray. Purple. Brown. Green. Look through the end of the word so you don't get it confused with gray. Pink. Don't get it confused with purple. Look to the end to see what the sound is. Black. Look at the end because blue also starts with a BL. White. Blue. Look at the end. It's got that funny U sound. Red. Orange. There. 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 I'm shifting cards around here. In. IN. Can. 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 Mine. 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 My. 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 Me. 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 Have. 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 What. 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 And. 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 Said. 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 With. 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 Do. 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 I. That means me. That means you, not you, but it means, if you're looking at you, if I'm looking at you, I means me. Like, L-I-K-E, will, W-I-L-L, will. See, S-E-E, see, the, T-H-E, the. That's got that T-H sound. We don't pronounce this word T-E. If you said T-he, T-e, playhouse, I would look at you and go, I have no idea what you're talking about. But if you say the playhouse, then I know. Look, L-O-O-K, look. We, W-E, we, am, A-M, am. Okay, that's that. Good job if you were following along. If Mom or Dad need a list of the words that we have, they can text me or message me and I can give them to them. I know what you're going to say. Miss Patty, your hair looks like a rat's nest today. It really does. And the reason why is because I haven't washed it yet. I usually wash my hair every day. And the reason why I haven't washed it yet is because I'm going to go out and mow the lawn after I'm finished doing my story. And it's very, very windy. And there's lots of pollen. That's the stuff that comes from flowers and trees. There's lots of pollen flying in the air, and I'm very allergic to those things. So when I get done mowing the lawn or working outside, I always take a shower. So I haven't done that yet today. And get this hair washed. It's driving me crazy. But it's okay. I put a hat on when I go outside. So you just have to look at me right now and go, Miss Patty, it's just Miss Pat being crazy. You know how I am. Crazy, crazy. All right. So this is one of my very favorite all-time books. It's called Leo the Lop. And I hope you guys noticed I've been playing around with the lights a little bit, so I'm trying to not get so much glare. So it's a little better today if I just watch where I'm going. Leo the Lop, and this is written by Stephen Cosgrove and illustrated by Robin James. And I love Leo. He's so cute. He's a rabbit. Rabbits have long ears, but usually rabbit ears stand up. Leo is a special kind of a rabbit called a lop. And Leo's ears, because he's a lop, don't stand up. They hang down. Okay. So, I've had this book a long time. You know that? Almost 36 years. It says right here, A.J. Miller, 1984. Christmas, 1984. This was one of my son's books. We got this book when he was just a baby. It's an old book, but I love this book. It's so good. All right. There's the picture, and you will see all these little bunnies. And look where their ears are going. Their ears are all going up, except for Leo. His are going down. Now, I'm going to have to turn this so that I can read it, and then I'll show you the picture again. In a warm, gentle corner of a soft green forest, a whole bunch of bunnies were born. There were so many baby rabbits you almost wouldn't believe it. There were white ones, brown ones, and even some with spots. And every one of them had a little pink nose, fluffy white tail, and 2 pointed ears that stood straight up in the air. All of them, that is, except Leo the Lop. Now, it wasn't that Leo didn't have a little nose or a fluffy tail, for he did. What he didn't have were ears that stood straight up in the air. Instead of standing, they hung straight down. That really didn't matter to Leo because he thought he was just as normal as could be. Besides, he couldn't see his ears anyway. We can only see our ears if we look in the mirror, right? So, Leo, same thing. Isn't he cute? Now, day by day, as the rabbits got older, look what those rabbits are doing. They're all in a pile, laughing. They began to notice that Leo was slightly different. The more they looked at him, the funnier it seemed. It got so bad the entire burrow of bunnies would roll on the ground, holding their sides in fits of laughter every time Leo walked by. You've got to admit that a rabbit walking around with his ears dragging in the dirt is pretty funny. Does Leo look like he's amused or happy about that? I don't think so. All right, here we go. I need a sip of my coffee. Now Leo was very confused. He didn't see anything funny about the way he looked. His fur was the same, his tail was the same, and as far as Leo was concerned, he was perfectly normal. Finally, out of frustration, he asked, "How come you guys are always laughing at me?" And for a moment, the other rabbits tried to be serious, but they just couldn't hold back the laughter. One of the rabbits finally blurted out, "Your ears, you dope! They drag on the ground. You just aren't normal." Well, Leo looked down, and sure enough, there were his ears dangling in the dust. Now, first of all, was it nice of him to call Leo a dope? No, it wasn't. But second of all, was it nice to laugh at Leo because his ears drooped? No, it wasn't. Well, I guess Leo was kind of hurt. He really didn't feel any different than the other rabbits, but because his ears hung down instead of up, he just wasn't normal. He thought, all I need is a bit of exercise, a little bit, and my ears will stand up just like all the other normal rabbits. So with that in mind, he struggled and strained, trying to make them stand up. Unfortunately, the best he could get them to do was to get them to stick straight out, and he could only do that for a minute. No matter how hard he tried, they would flop back to the ground in a puff of dust. Poor Leo. And he's so cute, and he's trying so hard. Well, thought Leo, that didn't work. Maybe if I show my ears which way to go, they'll get the idea and go there on their own. So very carefully, he climbed a tree, and after cautiously hooking his hind legs around a branch, he dangled over upside down. And sure enough, his ears hung straight down. Aurora, this picture reminds me of you on the playground, always upside down. And sure enough, his ears are going the right way, right? They're going up on his head, but really they're hanging down. Well, Leo must have hung that way for nearly an hour, which is a pretty long time, when a voice made him look around. "What you doing that for?" asked the voice. Leo looked around, and right there before him, hanging from another branch, was a possum. "Well," said Leo, feeling a little foolish, "I'm hanging upside down, so my ears will learn which way they're supposed to go, so I can be a normal rabbit." "What's normal?" asked the possum. "Before, when I saw you on the ground, your ears looked normal. Now, they look upside down." Leo thought, and he thought, and he didn't have an answer. So with a flip, he dropped to the ground. He thought, if my ears going down are normal, then the other rabbits with their ears going up aren't normal. The more he thought about the other rabbits, the funnier it became, and with a laugh and a giggle, he raced off to tell them what he had discovered. So he's discovering that Leo's the normal one and they're all the ones that are weird. In bursts of laughter, he told the other rabbits what he found out. At first, they didn't know whether to believe him, and then they started to look at one another and realized Leo could be right. Oh dear, what are we going to do? They cried. Well, I've got an idea, said one of the rabbits. He picked up 2 rocks and with some twine he tied them to the ends of his ears. And sure enough, with all that weight, his ears began to droop lower and lower until they reached the ground. And seeing his success, you see him right there, see the rocks, and his ears are hanging down. Seeing his success, that it worked, the other rabbits ran around picking up rocks and tying them to their ears. You think it's going to work? Well, everything would have been all right except for one small problem. The rocks and ears kept getting all tangled up in tails and feet till all was in confusion, with bunnies lying in a dusty heap. Well, this isn't going to work, they said. There's got to be a better way. Well, maybe, said a little furry bunny, if we showed our ears the way they should be normally, they would go that way naturally. Seemed to me that Leo had that idea too. But we'll see. So they all very carefully climbed a tree. Can rabbits climb trees? And after tying their ears to the branch, they gently hooked their legs and swung over, hanging upside down. And sure enough, every one of those bunnies' ears hung up instead of down. Can you see how their ears are hanging up now? So now they look like Leo, don't they? They must have hung that way for a long time when a voice made them look around. What you doing that for? Asked the voice. They looked, and right before them, hanging from a branch, was that very same possum. Well, they said, feeling a little dumb, we're hanging this way so that our ears will be normal like Leo's. What's normal? Asked the possum. Before, when I saw you all on the ground, your ears looked normal. Now they just look upside down. And they all thought and thought, and they couldn't answer the question either. Carefully, they untied their ears and flip-flopped to the ground below. The rabbits thought and thought. They're thinking, if we're normal and Leo is normal, then normal is whatever you are. And with a hop and a giggle, they raced off to tell Leo what they had learned. And after listening to their story, Leo had to agree that normal is whatever you are. And from that day forward, the rabbits of the burrow lived very normal lives in the soft, warm forest. So, if you are a rabbit and your ears go up or down, try to remember the lesson, or try to remember Leo and the lesson that he found. Leo did still have one small problem. Now, he knew he was normal. He knew the other rabbits were normal. So what do you think his problem was? I love his problem. His ears always drooped in his soup. Maybe he could tie them back in a ponytail holder, or a barrette or something when he eats soup. I don't know. But anyway, normal is what you are. And normally, I'm a pretty crazy person. I have fun ideas and like to do fun things. But again, I'm not great at reading directions. I'm great at reading books, just not reading directions. I'm not very good at math. But that's okay. okay. It just means we have to work harder or know where to get help to look or to find the answers to the problems we know. And you know what? When we do that kind of thing, we learn. So it's okay. In the meantime, I have to go outside and mow my lawn. So I will see you tomorrow, and we will have another tale about Leo the Lop. So in the meantime, you guys, keep your hands away from your face. Keep your hands clean. Don't breathe on anybody. Don't touch anybody, except for, mommy or daddy, people in your family. Okay? Stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you all. Bye.